Hello, everyone, and welcome to Ashes Wednesday. I saw some new people.
There's an owl up there.
Larry King. It's Larry, our friend Larry. If you're new around these parts, I saw people asking questions in chat. This is Ashes Reborn. It is the 1.5 edition, 2.0 edition of a game called Ashes that came out in 2015 from Plaid Hat Games. We partnered with them and did a thing we call the PDP, Player Driven Production System.
That's you.
To bring it back to life. Enough people
players.
are subscribed. The game keeps getting made, and there are enough people subscribed. We're over a year now since that point.
Over a year now, and we've had a ton of expansion content. It's been great. Lots of new cards.
I can't 100% tell if you're joking. We did get the upgrade pack, which we do have in stock on the website. It's a great pickup if you have an old collection or you just want a bunch of bonus cards. Then we got the Breaker of Fate Deluxe.
Yep.
And we are anxiously awaiting
the next
two releases.
Next expansion.
Which have been delayed in, in the void that is the sea and COVID.
Yeah, there's a lot to
stuff.
ask of the world right now and that kind of stuff.
Yeah, and so anyways, we're basically just waiting around for those next releases. Steven and I got to the point where we were about as good as we were going to get. And we decided to take recommendations from the community. And so we've been building community decks that get submitted, particularly on our Discord channel. I usually ask in there. If you're not on the Discord, no matter what you play, that's a good place to be if you like talking about tabletop games. And a good place to get opportunities like to submit your deck list and see us play them on stream.
That's a lot. That was a lot to transmit there.
I was just.
Did you plan on that, or was that just kind of?
It's tough because like we do this weekly, right? We do these streams.
I've been here for a few.
Ashes and Fab, particularly, are usually on the weekly schedule at this point. And if you're just brand new, it's crazy how often we asked a week or two ago. It's like if you're watching this back later or even live and you're new, I'd love to hear in the chat. But like, there's a ton of new people constantly watching, and so that first 5-minute bit, we almost need like a 3 or 4 minute intro clip that just plays at the front end of every.
We could do that.
Every
we'll
live
just
stream.
What you just did.
And then it's just, here's what this is, here's what we're doing today,
Yeah.
etc.
I noticed, meantime, that when I look at the monitor, it looks like I don't have a neck.
That's just because you're sitting with your arms up on the table. Put
Look
your
at
arms
that.
down by your side and see what happens.
Like a turtle bird. Yeah, that looks better. Okay, so today I'm going to be playing this Echo deck. I have been working on this a little bit.
You're on a journey.
Originally got it from a viewer / Ashes player out there.
There's a
Nice
turtle.
job, John. And the first time I played it, I got wrecked by burn.
Brennan.
So I put, what did I put in there? The one of
What up, Charlotte?
Law of Grace.
Yeah. That you could recur with the Essence Druid.
I could, but then I cut the Essence Druid.
Yeah, so no more recursion.
So I think one turn of Law of Grace would be enough.
A lot of times it's 2 or 3 turn game.
Yeah,
2 or 3 round game.
That's my hope. It's like maybe a turn 1 drop in the first 5, or just hope to draw into it on turn 2 or 3. Those are also reasonable things to think about. So then we got to this Aradel Zoo deck, or whatever this is. Everybody's talking about it.
I thought it was something about Pokemon.
It's supposed to be the new meta.
The Pokazoo?
Pokazoo?
Meta who?
Man, I don't know.
Yeah, so I have this Aerodel deck.
Pokazoo.
I'm not sure. Was it Impossible during that submitted this deck?
Usually is.
I was playing a lot of Impossible Germans decks. I don't know if this is it or not. Anyways, this is a really good deck. I was looking at maybe building a new deck, but for science, I'm gonna play the same deck so Steven can basically, because I think what happened last time is you made the adjustments after losing the burn, and then I switched decks.
Yeah.
And then you're kind of chasing different, like it's really hard. And I've been doing this in Fab a lot, but like to optimize a single deck for every possibility is like a long piece of the deck building process.
It is.
And so instead of making you constantly adjust week to week, like I'm going to stick on this. You're going to eventually overcome it with the deck, and then I'm going to pivot.
Maybe. And in that Fab example, so let's talk about our win cons. Hold on, let's get into this thing.
How does one win?
And Charlotte, this is going to be a good one, for sure. Just for you.
For you.
Yeah, good one, just for you. So how are we going to win games? Good question. I'm glad you asked. We are going to use a combination of these cards. Let's look at what we actually are going to do. Nightshades, Lightbringers are going to be basically funding and Echo's ability are going to be funding our exhaustion tokens, as well as Chaos Gravity. So we've got the classic exhaustion tools
That card's wonks town.
that you would expect, right? So our main, and this is also, you can put Sonic Swordsman in this category as well. Place an exhaustion token when it kills something. So you want to exhaust some things out. That's really the main thing. And then that opens up the threat / win condition of the Mirror Spirit. So a lot of exhaustion, and the Mirror Spirit comes in, basically attack equal to exhaustions that your opponent controls. And then maybe a 5/6 attack unit, very scary unit now gets on the board. So this is kind of one path of a win condition. So we don't want to break up this engine very much when we're thinking about teching in for solutions to other problems. So we want to hold that kind of like sacred, right? The second, just kind of like, and also situation is Holy Knight with Holy Relics. An absolute classic, right? You couldn't ask for better. Just a lot of value there.
Mm-hmm.
Can't be hurt. So this is really it. I mean, this is the heartbeat of the deck. You've got all these exhaustion tokens, Mirror Spirit. You've got a big Holy Knight that if your opponent's board is exhausted, can also swing through and do some damage. Those are the two things we're really trying to push here. So then we look at cards that are going to either amplify these win conditions, or they're going to add just additional value to what we're doing. So Flute Mage is going to go with both of these. So Flute Mage being able to remove an exhaustion from a big Mirror Spirit or a big Holy Knight, that's a great thing to have.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mind that. And then the only other one that we have Sympathy Pain and Shatter Pulse. So Sympathy Pain is just 2 damage to a unit or Phoenixborn. Shatter Pulse is after unit you control is destroy a target unit and change 2 dice to whatever you want. Now, what's funny is these are just genuinely decent cards.
Pretty useful all the time.
But I'm not convinced that we should even be running them. Even especially Shatter Pulse. On a 3-die card, it's not really playing into any of our win conditions. Now, that said, you destroy any unit on the board.
Mm-hmm.
But it's 3 dice. I mean, like a 3-dice exchange for any unit is rarely going to give you a lot of value.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's fascinating because you want to be able to deal with big units, right?
But that's what exhaustion's for.
But I was going to say that's what exhaustion's doing.
Yeah.
Now, that said, if there's no other cards you could be playing that contribute to the exhaustion equation, 2 things could be true. One is you're already exhausting so much that more exhaustion is redundant.
Right.
And so having the ability to remove a high value target that you don't have to keep trying to exhaust, or you already have exhaustions on the board and like you don't have anything that can just allow you to, because that's reaction speed, right?
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So that can get really bizarre, right? Like your opponent attacks with
There's some
something.
good plays you can make with this, yes.
You block, you blow up the only thing on the table not exhausted, and then you don't have to spend your a main action exhausting something or whatever. It opens that window for
Have
you.
I mentioned it's 3 dice?
It is 3 dice, so it's expensive.
It's 3 dice.
So what are you looking at?
So, well, I think the biggest susceptibility, if you look at this suite of threats, you're most susceptible to wide boards, right? Somebody who plays a lot of things, your exhaustion can't keep up, and you don't have any tools to deal with it. So we added Raptor Herder because we just needed bodies. So that was like the first in that direction. But I'm looking at like these 5 slots I think could pivot into something more helpful. Some things we looked at last time was like a way to protect the Mirror Spirit or the Holy Knight in the event
Weren't you
that
also
something bad
looking at
happens.
Neil?
Neil's going in. Yeah, so that's where this, if you think about it like theoretically, as a theory, Neil makes so much more sense, right? Because it's double time. It's exhaustions and it's getting rid of your main problem, which is a wide board. Mm-hmm. So like that's got to be in the deck, right? So that's our first stop. Let's go to the newly organized boxes.
That's right. That's right. Even the Raptor Herder, putting 2 bodies on the table, even if you kneel it to exhaust it to get a stronger Mirror Spirit.
Wait a minute. Say that again?
So if you have a Raptor Herder out with the Raptor, and you play Kneel later, it exhausts everything on the table.
Yeah.
Which then is just more bodies that feed into your Mirror Spirit, right?
Yeah, because you can choose their side of the board or your side of the board.
Yes, and sometimes their side of the board is not very exhausted.
If it's Brennan, sometimes they don't play any creatures at all.
Yeah, or they blow them up. Self-sacrificing situation.
Why Brennan, though? You know? Why'd they give you that tool? Why'd they give you that card? Okay, so I'm not going to look at any more conjurations because I feel satisfied with my conjuration sitch. And I have, my spell board is full, so I can just go ahead and eliminate that. I've got a 3 spell board. I'm not really into spell boarding.
You're more of just a hands-on magic kind of
spell
situation.
person. So then we can go to. Oh wow. Shield Mage is looking better and better. Shield Mage, man. Why aren't we running Shield Mage here?
I always run Shield Mage when possible.
Well, that settles it for me.
Yeah. I mean, I can tell. Let me see that stack.
Yeah,
what is this? Your allies?
Tell me what you think. Anything in there looks interesting.
Just cruise.
What's up, Jeremy? Anybody got any Ashes revelations today? Can anybody even hear me?
What colors you
Down
on?
here in the basement. I'm Divine Sympathy.
Music. Sympathy.
That is Sympathy. Divine Sympathy? Is that right?
Do you not have another color here? Charm?
Do I? No, I don't think so. I think they're all one of the others. I think it's Divine Sympathy. Divine Sympathy. Divine Sympathy.
Have you thought about Sonic Swordsman? Just kidding.
Got it. It's in there. And also, I could add like a cheeky 1 or 2 die. I don't want to go there yet, but I could, of another color. Now, cards that I'm loving are things like Angelic Rescue. Let's just put that in there, because the art, come on. Let's just get it out as an idea. I love it, because of the art. You understand it? Because of the art. Have you seen it? Have you seen the card?
You got Shepherd of Lost Souls.
Yeah, we kind of looked at that, didn't we? I feel like there was a reason we didn't want to play
Also known as Cat Dennings.
Is there a use for Strange Copy here? Play this spell to an opponent declares attack card. Choose a unit you control to become a copy of a target unit for the remainder of the turn. Plays this time. I mean, that's a great card.
Are you sure you weren't on charms of any kind?
None on charms, man. None. I'm not sure of that.
Because the Essence Druid has a charm requirement.
Well, look at all my cards, though. Why would I be running charm? Is there one of these conjurations that doesn't? Divine Sympathy. Divine Sympathy Basic. Divine Sympathy. Divine Sympathy Basic. Divine. What am I missing here? Nothing. I'm missing nothing, Jack. Divine Sympathy. That's it.
Interesting.
I do feel like I had 3 dice types there.
I didn't have you feel.
Why?
Mutton Chop, no word on the new expansion. We'll charge and ship it as soon as there is. Mortal Commander's fine.
That seems like a kind of thing I would not like.
3 health, 1 die, 1 to all your stuff on the table. You know.
Yeah, it definitely plays into our theme.
You have a lot of stuff now. And you exhaust stuff, so your stuff won't die very often. You know what I mean?
Yeah, that's the theory, I guess, but it hasn't panned out that way so far.
Well, you know. Strikes and gutters. Anyways, no, I don't think you're missing anything important.
Yeah. What was the first ally that I mentioned, though? Shield Mage.
Mm-hmm.
That seems like the best possible include there. Cover.
I mean, Light Swordsman's also fine, always.
That's true. That's true. I like that guy a lot.
That guy's always fine.
I'm just thinking, if Shield Mage, if you can't attack my units, that does protect my 2 problems where you attack my Mirror Spirit before it gets to attack, or you attack my Holy Knight before it gets to attack, because it can take damage normally. So I think I'm on 2. Let's go 2 Shield Mage.
We the user, I was reading your username and it's both funny, but I'm also not gonna carry it. I didn't realize what I was getting into. I almost read it. Don't want to get flagged by the government. I've wanted to get into this game for a while now, says the President of the United States of America. Do you have to buy the packs multiple times to make enough decks? If I want to play my sister, we both need to buy the game. So this is a non-collectible card game. Every expansion comes with a playset of every card in that expansion. You don't need to buy multiple. If you bought the core set or master set, I think it's $50. Comes with all the dice you need to play, full play set of the cards that are in it, and enough to build 6 decks simultaneously. That's really all you need to start.
Neil. That's what I was missing.
Yeah.
That's the whole reason we're in the pile right now.
That is the card.
Okay. Coming at you.
But I thought Neil also took a charm.
Maybe that's why we were running charm. Everything's so confusing right now. I feel like this deck was different than what I remember it.
It's kind of like your childhood.
Neil, yeah, that's a charm die right there.
Right there in the lobby. Now, you have some, previously at least, you're running the Sympathy Pain, which you can also pay for with the snake.
Yeah.
There's technically Golden Veil,
We're running a few charms.
if you're wanting to charm your way to victory.
I'm gonna go Neil. And then here, what do you think? Angelic Rescue, Shield Mage. Neil. 2 Neils or 3?
3 is a lot.
It's too much, right? Let's go 2 Angelic Rescues. You like Angelic Rescue? You're not the kind of guy that likes Angelic Rescue.
It's interesting. It's interesting if you got beef that you want to protect.
I got a decent amount of beef, I feel like. And I'll do 1 Shield Mage. We'll play with it for a bit.
Like, if I use a frog thinking I'm going to remove your Sonic Swordsman instead it fully heals, that would be very frustrating.
That's pretty good, isn't it?
Yeah.
Shield Mage is good beef, too. That's a good blocker. I'm okay with that. That's good. That's good. Okay. Now, because we just organized the deck, we're going to make sure we don't disorganize it right now.
This is the moment. You take cards out.
You have to decide.
You can either have your short stack or you can keep it clean.
You have to decide, and I'm deciding.
I recently lost 3 copies of a card for Fab that was the same price as my house.
Yeah, you better find those.
Just kidding. It's not that much, but
You better find them.
it hurts.
You better find them. Okay, Angelic Rescue. We'll get 2 of those in there. It's just a good looking card. Did I say that already? I like the way it looks. It's like Men's Warehouse.
You have said that.
And then Allies. Here. Where do these guys go? I hate one-ofs. Just don't like them.
It's my specialty.
This Flute Mage
These are
might
yours.
find his way out here too. Thank you. That's what I was looking for. Okay, so then we've got these. We're going to put them in the organized box. It's going to get it done. It's not the one. Down here in the basement, here in the lobby. And then, are you ready to play a game of Ashes?
I'm so ready.
Do you think you're going to win or lose?
Win. But I never go into a game thinking I'm going to lose unless I'm playing against Ashes Bravo.
Or you're playing against your brothers at basketball?
Yeah. Nah, they're getting old now.
Yeah, you, however, are getting younger by the day.
I'm just younger enough.
Yeah, that's right. There's
Like,
a breaking point.
We're all going down that hill slowly, but like they're further down the hill, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah.
Also, I feel so fortunate.
Okay,
Knock
great.
on wood. My older brothers particularly have had physical ailments.
Yeah, that is
Maybe
very
from all
fortunate.
that basketball they were playing. I feel fortunate because that's why I knocked on wood. I have not. Like, back problems, spine problems, that kind of stuff.
So far, so good.
Okay. I was always a little jealous, they're a little taller than me. It's like, but that's coming to bite them,
Yeah, that they have more to manage.
The height eventually somehow is back related.
Nightshade.
Shorter people have less back problems, although too short and they have worse back problems.
Nightshade Swallow. 2 charm.
There it is. See, I knew.
Yeah, we knew. We knew.
I knew.
We knew.
I knew. Hey, I knew.
Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Cisco stream. A little bit. Okay. Then this.
That's what I was thinking in my head.
And this.
Don't mind me. I'm just.
I got first 5 in the pocket here. I don't even know if you open with Holy Knight, you know? It is a body. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I can open with Holy Knight, Holy Relics. That's interesting to me. Or I can open with Sonic Swordsman. So that's a good first 5 choice, depending on the...
I need to find this deck again.
I think I would do Swordsman given Aridel's ability on this match. That's cool that we can pivot into this, right? And then I do think we still hold on to Holy Relics here. Now, here's the other thing. Here's the other great thing. As you guys know with Ashes, I could bring this Neil in. I could bring the Neil in.
What was the name of this deck?
Yours? Aerodel Zoo. I gotta get a attention on you. Gotta burn a rescue down.
Oh, no, that's right.
That's it, man. I swear. Don't do the apostrophe S. Just Aerodel Zoo. Or maybe search for Zoo.
Safari Zone?
It's probably a play on Zoo, yeah? Does it look similar? No, it's totally different. Totally different. Wasn't it Zoo? Somebody knows. Where's the chat? I don't have chat with me because I left my phone in my car.
Because I have 2 cards that I took out for whatever I was playing after the fact.
And then you forgot.
Yeah.
And then you forgot.
I don't know. Hold on. I think it's in the Discord.
Who posted it too while you're there? I'll tell you what, guys. I'm going to zoom this out a little bit because we need a little more battlefield room. Ooh.
Oh, yeah. It was Philly cheese.
That's right. Yeah, I remember that. Don't get seasick.
Yeah, here it is. So there's 2 of these. 2 of these.
Is that in? Still in focus, yeah. Now we're really in focus. Aerodel, yep, you in focus. There we go. Okay. I think this is right. And then we got this. Now we could also bring in that with your ability and your froggies.
Solved it.
Yeah. Okay. I feel like also this is one of those games that you're going to be playing it so differently by the time you get really good at it that it's almost unrecognizable.
Yeah.
So why would anybody do that? It's like the same way with Fab right now for me. You're just looking at it a totally different way.
You've done the math.
And like your first 5 and like what do you do against Aerodel specifically? Like you have your answers. I'll bring in the Sonic Swordsman. That's what I'll do.
He good.
Yeah. Okay. What are you looking for? Are you missing cards after all that
I
organization?
think I was already missing them.
Which one?
Raptor Herder.
You don't have any Raptor herders? After all of that?
Sad, right?
I feel like I had them in my extra stack. Have you seen
That's
my
why
extra
I saved
stack?
them. That's a Raptor Herder right there. You'll know when you see him.
Okay. Do you have the Raptors?
Oh, wow. Look at this.
Yeah, I gave us a lot of room. We're going to be playing around the corner.
I do have the Raptors.
Okay. What are your first 5 against me? That's
Right
what
here?
you've got to decide.
I already know.
Same.
Yep. It's kind of like in Fab when you don't have to change your sideboard. You know you're onto something.
Or you're doing it wrong.
Yeah. 2 basics. How many you got?
I have 2 basics.
Oh, really? That was such a good roll.
Yeah, me too. Obviously.
Oops.
3 basics.
4 or 5 basics. It's so much worse.
Just remember, the dice rolls don't matter. I love these divine dice, man.
I think they matter a lot.
I'll play them forever.
It's gonna cost me
Man,
3
this game
cards.
feels great to play.
It does.
It's so tangible.
I'm gonna let you go first.
Oh, well, thanks. You know what's funny? I think I just go threats right off the bat.
Yep.
All right, Sonic Swordsman coming out. Answer it. That shot looks good now. I'm happy. I think it's because our monitor just got better. It just looks better to watch it.
Generically. Yeah. Okay.
It's a funny question, James. Yeah, no, we stopped. We can't find the Card Game DB stopped getting updated with Arkham images. Arkham DB stopped getting updated. The Octagon files even stopped getting updated. So I have no idea why there's no whatever was happening with card images is no longer happening. And we've reached out to Asmodee Direct and have not had any luck getting the images from them. And we're not inclined to scan in every card, like find a scanner and then scan in every card. So we gonna wait until that's changed. Reach out to Plaid Hat. We got all the card images right then and there.
Wa-boom.
Wa-boom.
Over to you.
You're broadcasting your entire turn already?
Sure. I like Power Dice.
I like Power Dice. Okay. Let's play a little Summon Lightbringer.
Yield thing.
Ye old dirtle.
Dirtle. Let's play Summon Frostbite Bear.
The bear.
The Bears.
Maybe I'll just attack. Put the Summon Mirror Spirit out there. Just dirtle up, man.
Yeah. Summon Gilder.
Yeah, main action, and you can side and get 3 damage to that guy. Just like that. Crazy. Still the Nightshade Swallow summon there.
Dirtle. Summon Mindfog out. We're gonna meditate up to a frog. Oh, both my proxies are in the graveyard now, so we're good.
Great. Don't have to worry about it.
Alex Becker saying, are you telling me that going out, buying a scanner, spending hours scanning cards isn't your definition of a good time?
It's not.
No.
It's not.
I've done it before. That's how we used to get images for singles. It was horrible. That's the kind of task that will kill me. Enough of that and I'm out. I'm just kidding. We made it. I did it for hours on end.
Interesting position to be in here, man.
Punch me.
I think I just pass here because I'm like super happy with this. If you want to go to the next turn, I can wait.
I don't want to wait.
Yeah, you spent 2 dice. Yeah, bring it on. I'll pass.
Okay. Let's ping your swordsman for 1.
Okay.
And then fester it to blow it up.
That's pretty good. That's pretty good.
Wa-boom!
Pretty good indeed. Just a little 1 die advantage. I guess I should know that that's the thing, right? You got the goat? Yeah, you probably gotta honor the goat.
I have the goat. But technically I had her side action into it the whole time that was out there, so...
Yeah.
You know.
If there's a goat, maybe you just swing. I don't know. The old goat and swing. Is that how that goes?
I love that you're just like, it's literally a 1 die advantage for me, technically.
Yeah, it's a game ending in Ashes.
But like...
I have nothing to do.
I can feel...
It's like, game's over. Okay, cool. Summon Nightshade.
I don't know if over seems extreme.
Well, you just aired all that guy.
That seems good. I don't think I do though, right?
I would, so you don't get an exhaustion on anything.
But
I would keep doing that, and then my only option is summon a 0/2 Mirror Spirit or a 1/1 Lightbringer. Those are the only things I have left in this turn. If I were you, that's definitely what I would do. You got 6 dice left.
Prospect. Gilder. So I would be seeding my Frostbite Gilder. Moment. I can get an owl still. And a monk.
Larry King.
So it's really, do I want a Frostbite Bear or Erdo's ability? Or a Gilder or Erdo's ability?
Good questions.
The Gilder does 1 to the other unit. That's why I'm hesitating on that play. Like if you summon Lightbringer or something.
They're pretty weird, you know. That 1/1 is bringing the threat.
Although that exhausts something when it goes away.
That's right.
Yeah, I'll pop it for 2.
That's right.
And then let's summon our good old friend, the monk.
Ye old monk.
It's gonna drive me crazy.
Yeah, I don't want to wait.
When you sort cards, you put them away.
Gotta put them away.
You have monk
Always
situation.
put them away.
I think they're in my Brennan deck at home for the league.
What do you need?
The monks.
Oh my gosh.
You know what I mean.
After all the organization, you're borrowing cards?
Well, I organized it, but then I left my deck at
Oh
home.
my gosh.
Someone's got to play in the league.
My gosh. This guy.
Right now you're organized, so you can help me out.
Fester and then borrow. Okay, hold on. Let me see what I got. What's it worth to you? Actually, wasn't this one of the units we had a hard time having?
I don't think so. Not the monk spirits.
Got some shout out. Got a Raptor Hatchling. That's a good sign.
You have any extra herders over there?
Probably.
If you do,
Maybe one. Here's the monks.
Yeah.
And some spirits.
Thank you.
I only have 2 of those guys. Is it a 2 of only? I think you can only have 2 of them.
And 3 spirits. Makes sense. There's more of them in the afterlife.
That's the kind of man I am. Okay.
I love that unit. Look at that guy up there on the screen. He's just having a good time floating up there.
Having a good time. Within the stars. Lightbringer. Got to attack as your main action. Side action. Meditate 1. Line up. The lion, the witch, and the wardrobe.
Let's swing at your Lightbringer.
You got it. Echo blocks. Taking 1. I love that blocking mechanic now.
No side action. Yeah,
so much better. So much better.
I cleaned it right up.
All right, you got no hand. Gilder comes in for 1. How much? What's that bear? Is it a 3/2 or something, or 2/3?
The Frostback Bear. 2 attack, 3 life, 0 recover, terrify 1 units. This unit can be blocked or guarded by units with attack value of 1 or less.
Okay. We've got an intricate dance. So intricate. Why do I have an extra die? Why do I have an extra die?
Your ability?
No, it doesn't cost anything. No, I get to buff something with my lion hat. All right, let's put some holy relics on this Lightbringer. What's up? 3/3.
Wow.
Fancy peacock.
He is a fancy peacock.
And then
adorable. The idea of him with like a little top hat on as a fancy peacock is very funny. And a monocle.
Bring me my monocle. I feel like I didn't pay for that Lightbringer. I think I didn't pay for that Lightbringer. We can run it back.
Yeah. So you should
3 on the thing that you killed. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and then 9, 10. Yeah. So I need to pay for the Lightbringer.
Mm.
And then I will take this 3/3 and probably just threaten your bear.
Yeah, I think you just said. Wait, so that was your main action to play that, right?
Yeah. I could side action something, but I don't think that's right.
Okay. Fairy King. So I think my best units are... Yeah, let's go ahead and do a Frostbite Bear.
I didn't play those Holy Relics before getting festered. I would have left the building.
I do feel like, much like chess, we make a lot of comparisons to this game of chess. You can just lose the game.
Yes, you can.
Like if you trade your queen for a pawn, you probably aren't coming back.
You're not coming back from that one. You can be Paul Morphy.
Someone's saying that your shirt kind of looks like a Lightbringer. And in fact, if you look at the two people on screen there, that actually is very funny. Like you versus the card sitting there.
I am a Lightbringer.
Let's do this.
And I even have my Holy Relics with me.
Yeah, look at that. You know, if you squint your eyes, it's the same thing there.
Kind of like give my little, yeah.
You remember when we were playing Rage last week? And naturally when you attach the cards to something, you can't see what it does.
I do remember that, yeah.
Man, that was a stream. It was such a stream that we're not streaming on Thursday this week. We need to recuperate.
Need to recoup. So if I attack the bear, you block with Aerodol. Probably are all of them. And then the Golder comes out with Unit Guard. That's fine.
Nah, probably the Mindfall guy.
No, yeah, you want to push some damage maybe?
I sure do. Do these stay around forever? Oh man,
They
that's
do,
pretty
yeah.
good value.
Yeah, unlike the units.
Making bad units decent all day long.
I think I probably attack the bear here. You block. You take 3. Bear does 2. It's fine. Mindfog Owl comes out. You do all of that. I end up on a fine turn. Yeah. Now let's swing bear.
Take it. I'm glad some decisions start seeming more obvious these days.
It's a little better. Yeah.
Well, no cards in hand.
No. Yeah.
So the best you can do is the Mirror Spirit.
We're playing on board. Yep.
And what's the Mirror Spirit's life? Oh, you could get a 2 attack if I exhaust out.
Mm-hmm. Or 3 if you exhaust.
How much life does it have?
2. Now you're worried, right? Man says now that we've launched the Fab boards, we gotta launch some Ashes boards.
That's right.
Definitely could.
Hold your buckets.
Hold on to your buckets.
Might be a minute.
Mindfog Owl on a 2/2. So that's kind of interesting because I can't really pass. I suppose I could. But then your turn is basically swing 5 on your opener. That's actually not bad for me. Actually, that would be fine. I'll block the Frostback Bear with the Lightbringer. You get 3 damage through. And then everything's exhausted and my Mirror Spirit gets awesome. That's a fine exchange for me, man. So I will pass back to you.
Mm-hmm.
Dun 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 dun. Let me read you a story while you're thinking. When primitive man first found gold on Arcania, it was in the shape of dragon scales. These scales were said to be the sheddings of pontifex. Time would then turn them into fragments and scatter them about the world over eons. Gold dragons are amongst the most rare of the ancient dragons. They're always male and can vary greatly in size. The secret of their reproduction has never been discovered. One theory is that fragments of stars falling to Earth are their beginnings, made live by powerful magic on Arcanium. Pontifex has not been seen since before the time of the cleansing. Does Dragon Shield have like an actual like setting?
This is random dragon stuff.
Random dragon stuff? Like Pontifex is just appearing only here? It's not like on these other ones?
Maybe.
Draco Primus Mark Zero. Is he like a... Ugh, he's a robotic dragon. Gross. I didn't know that. No, I don't want these sleeves at all. Nobody wants a mechanical dragon, right? The answer is no.
It's kind of interesting. Wouldn't you say?
Yeah, I think it is. More like a jumble of wires, contraptions, and whatchamajigs. Draco Primus, open-ended size. I definitely buy it for the story.
So, lines I'm looking at are pass. Swing it with the Mind Fog at your Lightbringer. So that it's queued up for a pop it next turn with like a frog and then all in. But if I do that, then you can use your ability to exhaust here, summon the thing at 3 attack. Then I can attack into it with the bear, and they clear each other. But that doesn't feel great.
It's not great.
I also hit you for 4, but then you get a swing for 3. That's not great either. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Not great. Clearly, I've already won the game. It's an impossible...
No, I'll pass.
All right. You have the same choice next turn.
Yeah. Having a good time.
We have the meat. I guess I'll hold on to the music note. Here we go. Let's see if I draw any of my new cards. Okay.
All right. Let's meditate. Snake.
You do a lot of meditating. I think fatigue may be the answer here.
Fatigue. Then my action will be choke.
What's that?
Place an exhaustion token on a target unexhausted Phoenixborn and opponent controls. Deal a damage to that Phoenixborn.
It's pretty good. My ability. Okay. Let's see what we can get into here. Well.
Gee willikers.
Wellikers. Huh. I swing, then I take a lot of damage. But not that much. Not that much damage. It's not that much damage, you know? It's not that much. We've got play here. We've got play. And you're going to do a whole lot of stuff. You're going to bring in a lot of things. So we're going to have to look at this very carefully.
8. I have an 8 battlefield. What's yours? 6. Okay. Plenty of room to play.
We got plenty of room to play. We got a lot of things.
It's a good time to remind everyone.
It's a good time.
Don't forget while you're out there doing hard work, watching us play, to hydrate. Hydro brain.
Hydro life.
Hydro life. I'm pre-hydrating. Because I'm going to dehydrate myself shortly.
You gotta pre-hydrate to dehydrate.
We've been working for a long time on what we call 3.0 of our local store here in Tulsa, Oklahoma.
All the hits.
PSA. One of the
All right, I like
super exciting parts. This looks.
Thank you.
This looks like my flavor.
Thank you.
Cheers, my friends.
Rick's
Thank you
in
for
the
the
house,
drinks.
so it's probably a whiskey-based concoction. Cheers.
We're working on a cocktail menu to serve.
It smells like a revolver to me.
To serve delicious. I have to take my Invisalign out. I'm sorry. I'll be right back.
Okay, I'll talk through my turn with the people. It's a revolver for sure.
Is it a revolver?
Mm-hmm. And it's delightful. Oof. Nice gray day today. Okay, friends, let's take a look at what we're going to do here. This is going to be the game of Lightbringers. I like these. Sitting with two. I think I'm going to get a bamboozle here for sure. Can be a lot of bamboozling in this turn. Based on this. I think this Chaos Gravity is going to set up a big Mirror Spirit. And I probably need to wait on the rescues.
Sorry. You made it. I
don't know from what. Just going to school. Okay. I'm going to get a little weird here. I'm going to get a little weird.
That's a punch to the teeth.
Yeah, it is, right?
That's like Basie.
Count Basie?
It's good. It's just like I was not prepared for that much flavor.
Let's bring in the flavor.
You coming to party?
There's a part of me that wants to come to the party. There's also a part of me...
Late to the party.
Yeah. All right, hold on a second. There's a lot to consider here. There's a lot to consider.
Yeah, dude.
Like, the frog dice are so good. It's aggravating.
They are so good. They are just... They're what you want every time.
Every time. Every single time. Every single time. Yep. Every one of those times.
I really do enjoy kicking back on Wednesdays playing Ashes and sipping a drink.
Some would say it's one of the better things to be doing in
it's crazy.
all of tabletop.
This is really amazing. The fact this game exists again, like
it's always more fun
joy,
when you're playing
man.
it. Really,
yeah.
It's just get into it and enjoy it.
I
Beautiful
really
looking drink in it.
I do think someone was asking about this on our community app where you can text with us.
Yeah.
But they were requesting that we talk on the podcast about the idea of net decking. And like
That's cool.
You know, that whole concept.
See that?
I used to be very against it. It used to be kind of annoying because you'd play in a tournament, you'd do well, and people are like, what's the list? What's the list? Want to see it. But I've come full 180 playing Ashes. I will never be as good as some of these Ashes players. And so
I don't know.
being able to just play, I could. I'm just not going to. It's just not going to happen.
Okay, it's a matter of possibility, not probability.
Yeah. So, like, being able to play their decks on stream, it does make sense.
Is that the old logo on there?
Would you look at that?
I don't know if it is, but it kind of, from, it's hard to tell from a distance.
I think it's the old one.
It has a little bit more choppiness on the back, right?
Mm-hmm. It's the head's not extended as much as it should be.
It'd be funny if it's the new one and we're like just wrong.
Maybe I'm wrong. I don't know. What I will say is that being able to play decks, like the game outside the game for me with Ashes is
I can't see it.
a skill I haven't developed, but it is really fun to get to play these decks, even though I'm not at that level yet.
Yeah, it's the old one.
Yeah.
I saw it from across the distance. Brand manager,
You can tell.
give me a raise. I could tell.
Meantime, you can text us. Mainly me. I'm doing that.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
At one point, so right now, we first started, me and you were both doing it. And after one of us would respond, you put dash your name, like dash snack. And at some point, like recently, I was like, man, it would be a lot easier if it was just everyone knows it's me.
It is you.
Yeah.
It's just you. It's too much for me. I had to talk to people too much.
I mean, the thing is, you respond to all the social
Yeah.
stuff, so you get a lot of that there.
That's right.
And Robert's over on customer service most.
That's how I get my fulfillment.
Yeah.
Okay, I think I've decided. I think I've decided.
I was playing.
Where's the winning here?
I was playing against Brennan on Saturday in that in the finals, and there was this key moment, and he did that exact same thing where he like had the two cards he was gonna block with. He's like, all right, I've decided, and he was like, then he took it back. It was like 5 minutes.
Okay. I think I'm here. I'm trying to figure out the actual win condition of this sequence, and I think I know what it is. I think I know what it looks like, at least, but it depends on what your what you're going to do has a big impact here. You ever feel that way?
I mean, what your opponent's going to do usually does have a pretty sizable impact on what's going to happen next. Alex Becker saying, I don't think I've ever gotten a Steven response on community, LOL. On Discord, however, he roasted me for my fab choices.
Yeah,
it was like a week or two. It was Dreamland. It is less. We had the thing where it's like, are you gonna respond? Am I gonna respond? Who's responding when? And then it was me.
and then there was one.
We were doing a thing where I did it in the morning, you did it in the afternoon.
Yeah, just nothing works there.
And then I would keep coming in the morning, and then none had been responding to it. And it's like, Oh, man.
All right.
Wasn't there usually a cherry in here?
Nope, not on the revolver.
3 points off.
Swing for 3 on the bear.
Oh, come on.
Peacock on bear. Welcome to Ashes. Just take 3, send 5. Come on. Come on. Let's get exchange. Come on. Don't threaten me with a good time. We haven't fully talked about you watching that documentary.
I know.
Not fully.
You want to do a podcast?
No. Yeah, I do. We need to be a little bit more successful before we do another Taylor Swift podcast. Yeah. I need to have audience to lose. I'm willing to do it.
Really, the question we should be asking is, how do we frame the discussion of that documentary around tabletop?
Oh, easy, yeah, easy.
Because then it's not really a Taylor Swift podcast; it's just
easy.
An example we continue referencing throughout the entire episode.
We will do a comparison episode and frame Quinn's as the young, talented upstart who transitions from video game reviews to board game reviews in the same way that T-Swift transitioned from country music to pop music.
Okay.
Both charming.
One
both
British.
Good looking.
You have a man crush?
Both have
I should be aware of.
Both have a lot of fans. Both questionable human beings.
One more than the other. Oh, man.
Both have millions of dollars worth of brand managers.
Oh, I'm sure. Sounds exactly right. This might be wrong, but I'm going to do it. I'm going to block it there,
Rodney
I like that.
Taylor.
I'm going to block it there, though.
Yeah, what's up?
You going to strike?
Oh, wait. Oh, do you have a reaction?
I do.
Yeah, so I'm going to strike your Frostback Bear.
We're going to redirect that damage.
What does that say?
When my Phoenix form would be damaged, I can instead deal it to one of my units.
Okay, right on. Yeah.
So you're going to smoke this salamander.
He's gone.
He's going to evolve
Right on.
into his greater self that can't block.
That's right.
Because he's a spirit, you see.
What a terrible thing.
All right.
Charlotte's got the right idea. All my plans are brilliant until my opponent responds.
Yeah, classic. All this drama, here's to you. Because forgiveness. That song will get right in your head.
Rodney playing Ashes anywhere? Or, is he on the league or anything? He's not playing in our league, is he?
Don't know. He's a Canadian.
Yeah, say no more, right?
What's that supposed to mean? Eh?
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. You just put out that rock, paper, scissors tutorial or whatever.
Man, drama.
It was kind of funny, like at the begin. It was. I watched that Reddit thread when it first started, and like the initial response was like, "We hate this," and then like within 5 minutes, it was like, "This is fine. It's a joke," and everybody been downvoted. They hated it. It's like, well.
I've always said if people don't hate what you're doing, you're probably not doing anything other people are gonna love. So. It's true though. The more people
could go a little farther, I think. But
some people love if you think about anything you really love, even Taylor Swift. It's like there are people that hate Taylor Swift.
Yeah, of course.
Anyone that's just kind of in the middle, everyone's just.
Do people hate? Is there anyone that hates a cheeseburger?
Probably.
Yeah.
Anyone that doesn't
don't show
approve of meat.
Oh, right, of course.
Immediately.
But surely even you can appreciate the concept and flavor profile of a cheeseburger if ethically you're opposed to it, right?
Well, it's less so a cheeseburger is a unit, right?
Say that again.
Like how someone's doing a cheeseburger?
Yeah.
People, if you find somewhere it's like people love, like you love In-N-Out.
Love it.
And there's a bunch of people that are kind of annoyed at how much people love In-N-Out because they think it's just fun.
They hate it, yeah.
And it's like,
Nobody hates In-N-Out because of the food. They hate it because other people love it.
Yeah.
That's problematic, though. People shouldn't do that, right?
I know. Strictly. Just enjoy it.
Strictly.
I don't know, man. Okay. Now I have this wide open field. That mirror spirit's annoying.
Yeah, dude. Come on in.
Because I'm just sitting over here like, well, do I want to give you a 3-strength mirror spirit?
Could be hard. Could be more. I'll just wait. Just wait forever.
Don't like it. Don't like the style. I'm going to do it. Swing for 5 on your Phoenix form.
All right.
Let's get out of here.
Convenient 5 token from our arcane token set.
But I love Apple. Some people hate I remember my dad early on.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, Apple's down. They're gonna go away. It's over. Like, yeah, they're kind of cool, Dad. No, Windows is the way of the future. Just saying.
Maybe he was right.
You ever seen that Steve Ballmer video where he's laughing at the idea of a $500 iPhone?
No. Oh yes.
CEO of Microsoft.
Yeah, that's great. Right.
No one is ever going to pay $500 for a phone. Oh, man. You just don't say stuff like that.
Yeah, you probably shouldn't. Look at the worst play in all of Ashes. I'm going to summon a Lightbringer. It's going to do nothing. You got to attack if you can. So you can't side action out of...
You're just trying to load up that mirror spirit, dude.
Eventually, I'll get there. Right?
I mean, what's your answer for my Aerodel ability on it,
though? You'll have used it already? I mean, so as long as you don't use it, I'm not casting it.
Man. That's ultimately why I decided to go ahead and attack. It's like, well, if he wants to summon a mirror spirit, he's got to do something else, or I just snipe it.
That's why the lone Lightbringer is in the party here.
The bird for the job. And lo and behold, the lone Lightbringer appeared.
Yeah, I can give him +1 with that lion die.
Look to the west.
Swinging for 2.
There I will. Fan my feathers.
That's right. At dawn.
Ooh.
Find the feathers to the west.
I'm going to summon a Gilder and we're going to pop that Lightbringer.
I will infatuate. Oh, come on now.
It's my little artist mouse. The artist. Damage comes from here, by the way, in case you're...
Yeah. Ugh. Don't want to waste this on it. All right, we're gonna angelic rescue that Lightbringer.
Okay. So good. All right. Man, that's a clean save. Save.
That 1/1 unit.
I think it all. It's like those robot chickens. Palpatine's falling down the thing. It's like you may be wondering how it got here. It all comes back to the Sonic Swordsman and the Fester.
Yeah, it's been there since the beginning, hasn't it? Since the beginning, man.
King of Odin on saying we had a few people playing Ashes regularly a couple months ago, but our time has been split with other games, particularly Exceed and Flesh and Blood. Fab is a consuming game. I've been feeling the same way. It's tough. Part of what's awesome about the PDP system is as long as people are signed up, these games get to keep going.
We just take her easy, basically.
If Ashes had been in traditional retail, I don't know what it would have looked like, but like
it would have failed immediately if they didn't get products out for a year.
All the delays that are happening would have been rough. Because all the work, even if it's not a store that did it, if a community member did all this work to get people regularly playing games, and then it just goes on and on without new content, that is such a momentum killer. Having a good time.
All right, let's Chaos Gravity here. Da 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 da. All right, we're gonna place an exhaustion token on a target unit.
Yeah.
We're gonna move one, and then we're gonna remove one exhaustion token from a target unit.
Look at you.
My Peacock army is coming together.
Kick off. Okay.
Wait, hold on. I'm gonna do this different. Don't look. Don't look. Let me side action too. No money, no family.
16 the middle name.
Yep.
Let's just summon another monk.
The monk.
Look at all that board space you gave us. This is awesome.
Yeah, I've got space for days.
I'm not used to having this much space to play with. Playing around that camera shot. Look to the west.
Oh, she got a big bear over there, maybe? You got a bear, kind of.
I got a bear. I got an owl.
You got a bear, you got an owl.
Larry King.
He's got a bear, he's got an owl.
And then I got some nature dice.
You sure do. Let's see, if I go here, you create a spirit, and I die. Okay. Nice. If I go here, I create a nightshade. And it's kind of tempting for you to Aerodol that guy. Right?
Interesting.
Right?
Let you have that 5 strength mirror spirit randomly.
Right, though. Right.
King of Odinata says, I ended up picking up some Wyvern cards because of your throwback video, and also got cards for 2 other dead TCGs, Hyborian Gates and On the Edge. One of those 2 is on the stream schedule at some point soon. Someone saying I didn't pay for the Gilder, and that's correct.
Yeah. Who caught you on that one? Frank?
Frank?
Great, Frank. Thank you. That's how I'm losing this game.
Let me be Frank. That's exactly why you're losing.
That's exactly it. I'm not even losing.
I've done the math.
How dare you say that? Yeah. 2 turns out, and you've already lost, so.
I don't know. I feel okay about the situation.
Okay. So, next up is this play.
Chudley Cannons. Glad I'm not the only one that looks up dead CCGs because of streams and on sale. Yeah, I'm really excited. There's a ton of people that have been following the throwbacks, buying these old games. I'm wanting to host an old dead CCG weekend once our new stores open, and everyone's been watching all these games can just bring like decks for like all of them, all the ones they've been buying, right? And
the
then
whole thing.
we can just have a weekend where I say I'm going to play a bunch of them, and then I just play the middle of their CCG all weekend. Now there's like 10 I really want to just keep playing.
All right, let's have the Nightshade here.
King of Odinana. I'll definitely tune in. The beauty of having 2 monitors at work is one's for work and one's for educational videos. Nightshade.
Let me sigh. Let me do a meditation here.
No breathing.
I think we're about to see some pumped. Pump it up.
You have 12 left?
12 left.
I'm asking for a friend.
12 what?
Life.
Oh, yep. Just 4 molten golds.
Let's make our life easier. I'm going to actually molten gold your Lightbringer.
Really?
Uh-huh. I'm going to meditate into a frog.
You can just do that?
Yep. I mean, usually it's better just to do 3 direct damage directly to their face.
Wow. How much that cost you? 2 frogs?
2 frogs. It's only 1 damage efficiency, but it costs you a card. I'm sure there's an equation there.
Always. Always. So you're trying to get bear insurance.
What are you talking about?
I'm trying to get bear insurance, man.
That was also the only unit you had out that could... I went first this time. That could block the bear. Or kill the bear.
Yep. Kill the bear. Alright, well, let's play another Summon Lightbringer here.
Son of a gun.
You like attacking? You don't have to.
Not yet.
Not yet. That's right. Not yet.
Okay. Fine. Just here so I don't get fined. Let's go. Summon Mindfog Owl.
Okay. Can't block him unless everything's blocked that isn't him.
Yeah. That's precisely it. Look at this lineup of creatures.
Space creatures. Okay, yeah. I think we'll bring on the Lightbringer here. No. No. I'm smarter than that. Absolutely not. Side action, go to 2 here, swing at the Mindfog Owl.
We're smarter than this. I'll counter.
Okay. Exhaust that.
Well, boom. I will reclaim soul. I'm gonna destroy this Salamander Monk. Heal 2 damage. Get a spirit.
Right on. Reclaimed.
He's mine.
How much that cost you?
Cost me a knife
That's not a knife.
and a unit.
What's that last card, you think?
I'm not playing it. I'm saving my resource over there for Aerodel.
My plan. I don't know. Just should we go for it here? Attack the monk spirit. Summon the mirror. You do the thing. I'm going first.
Yep.
You have so much stuff is the problem.
That's what Neil's for. If you draw a Neil here,
yeah, that's the answer, isn't it?
exhaust the board.
That's the answer. And then
The real thing you need is a way to make sure you can keep the one you summon this turn. Because if you did that and then you were able to like Neil, move exhaustion stuff, like it gets really gross.
that can't block anyway.
Nope.
Oh,
You
okay.
can just swing in.
Yeah, I'm just gonna summon the mirror then. A little 4 strength mirror man.
Oogly boogly. How many health?
2. The magic number.
Mine.
Yeah.
I'll trigger my ability and attempt to do 2 to it.
You know I can't let that happen.
Yeah.
Angelic Rescue.
You got it.
The whole turn was built on an Angelic Rescue.
And then I'll swing at your Lightbringer.
Let's block here.
Yeah.
Be cool if I could drop another Mirror Spirit and summon again. Wouldn't that be sick? Sick! I don't know if there's any cards that cost 0 that would make this different, but I'm going to swing for 5. And if it's safer to do 4 and 1, then I'll do that after you show me how it's not safe.
I don't think that's one how this works, but 2 that's possible. Oh man, just all these units.
I know, you got literal zoo.
It's like, who let the zoo out?
It's like not even funny.
Man, look how many basics are up in here.
I wish you would arrange them by color.
I arranged them by power level. Just for you.
That's by power level?
Yeah.
And sideways?
Well, that's irrelevant.
The real powerful dice are sideways.
Irrelevant. Wow. I'll help you out here. See, I got the basic row. And then I got the power row. Then I got the 10 row. You feel like they shut this door just to mess with us?
Yeah, I think so.
I don't know. Death or tape?
No death or tape.
You have sound like someone's dying back here.
Yeah, I do.
Be quiet for a minute.
I sure do. That worked out well for us, everybody. Don't tell Zach, though.
It's okay.
We know who the protagonist is here, and it's definitely Echo. By the way. We know who it is, and it's definitely Echo. Okay, so then you do that, I do that, then you do that, then I do that. But then what happens if you do that?
That's a good question, my dude.
But then what happens?
How much health you got left?
Hey, you can count, right? 11.
Okay. No reason.
How bad is it really if you attack with everything? 6? Like 6 damage is nothing. Why should I really even care? Puts me to 14. That's a good reason. Then you take 5 in return. Puts you at 11. You're 5 away. I'm about 5 away.
Having a good time.
There's something good to do here. You know.
Just got to figure out what that is.
Just got to figure out what that is. That's right. Ooh, that is just a good ability over there. My goodness, my goodness.
Aerodol.
Yeah.
That's the other problem you have to face right now.
Oh, man, these mirror spirits, man. They're little guys.
They're a little dinky.
All right, let's use Echo's ability.
Van, we're actually, I think December is when we're hitting the Star Wars CCG series till we're done.
Temporary there, of course.
Why would you do that?
Because I'm about to kneel.
Weird.
And then this is removed.
All right, Jackie. Over to me.
Yeah.
Well, don't you see?
You like cowboys? Okay, so then that happens.
I have so many choices. Let's meditate. Definitely going up tonight.
Good idea, good idea.
Alright, don't worry about me. Let's go ahead and get this other. I'm an ambitious meditator.
Did you reply to old Blady Jaquez? Looking for a great 2-player card game to play with my brother. Any suggestions? You're looking at it.
I didn't see that. Yeah, I mean, it depends on what you want. Ashes is fantastic. It's a non-collectible, so it's really, honestly, inefficient. It's inexpensive to play. This is a phenomenal game, beautiful game. There's a watch it played video. It's like 15, 20 minutes long. That'll give you a pretty good idea if you're into it.
You know what else is really good about this one? This is a really good 2-person meta kind of game. Where like what we're doing here, where like I add a few cards to like counter what you were killing me with last time, and then you have to adapt and add a few cards, you know. Dude, I think we are now moving closer into a fatigue win condition.
Moment.
How many cards left in your deck? Asking for a friend there.
5?
You get one more
now,
hand.
One of the crazy things about this deck is how many units I can just summon. So I have to roll and get the mid-level stuff.
Is that the zoo mindset there?
Well, it's just the reality that, like, even when I run out of deck, I've still got a minute.
You got a lot of
because it's not a lot of time people run out of deck, and it's like if you can't meditate, you can't do anything.
No, that's true.
Or all basics, true, but that's one of the resilient parts of the deck, I think. Okay, then main action. Let's go ahead and not do that. That's fine. I'm gonna Blood Chains.
I feel like this deck is just playing all the good cards.
I'm gonna destroy this to put an exhaustion on that guy.
Consider it exhausted.
Matt Rose, totally not on topic. You don't have to apologize. But do you have any IRA welcome decks available? And if so, can they be added to another subscription like Marvel? We don't have any available, but
in that bundle,
it's a part of the Welcome to Monarch bundle, which I know is not what you're looking for. But otherwise, the ones we have are from 2018. They kind of became a little bit of a collector's item, so we have them as a kind of bonus in that initial product. Having a good time.
What kind of nonsense are you up to over here? Is Aridel's not turned, is she?
No, that was from last turn. She got real turn.
Some people say tapped.
Exhausted.
So Blood Chase didn't cost you any dice.
Say what?
Blood Chase cost you no dice.
It cost me this die. Sorry. Yeah.
I wonder why I'm losing.
I mean, I gotta win somehow. I had a long string of losing. Plus, you exhausted all my creatures with one of my favorite cards.
I'm trying to think. What? How can I create problems for you? Can you tell me how many Festers are in that discard pile?
Less than you want.
I know there's 2 at least. Is there 3 though?
2, 3.
3 festers.
Yeah.
Can I see that discard pile, please?
Charlotte asking, what's in the cocktails again?
So that's going to be what the revolve is going to be. Essentially, it's bourbon and coffee liqueur and bitters, and probably depends on how sweet your orange or your coffee liqueur is. Probably a little orange liqueur for sweetness. Some people do that with revolvers, some people don't. I actually took to doing that recently. Not recently, like in the last year. But I think it's just essentially like a Manhattan, but you sub vermouth for coffee liqueur. Add a little orange peel, some bitters. Hey, Rafe. Do you add sweetener to the revolver at all?
That's what it needs, doesn't it?
No? Just curious, is it just coffee, like 1 part coffee liqueur, 2 part bourbon, bitters, orange peel?
Yeah.
Okay, great. Yeah, no, I don't think it needs it. Now, I put like a quarter of orange liqueur in mine.
That's what we do. So that's probably why. I don't love this recipe.
Not as much the classic. This is just like a Manhattan with coffee liqueur, basically. Wait, which?
Brent saying I looked for the church recipe and couldn't find it. I'm gonna link right now in the chat to you.
Is it the real one though?
That's the real church.
Okay, it's the good one.
Yeah, at least according to our RJ.
Destroy a unit. Deal a damage to Phoenix Born. Sympathy Pain. I gotta keep an eye out for this one. Placed under Phoenix Born. Deal 2 damage. Okay, that's damage. 1 damage to all units, including yours. So you can clear your own battlefield if you want.
We know we're at a different stage when you're looking through my discard pile.
Yes, I'm annoyed.
He's on a mission to win.
Reclaim. So here's how old him in. What's this guy?
That's my Raptor Herder proxy. You'll find another one in there too.
Ooh, Crescendo's a good one too. What's up?
Charlotte saying I've learned as much about mixology as I have Ashes watching these streams. Good value. That's awesome. I love seeing that. I'm glad you appreciate it.
So you would have to side action frog, main action attack Crescendo, and you can just do 4 damage out of nowhere. You could do Aerodel. You could. You have a Crescendo in hand. In fact, I would bet $100 right now you have a Crescendo in hand.
I wouldn't. Wouldn't bet against you.
You definitely got the Crescendo. That's a 1 of, so we know that's in there. You're sent on Raptor Herder as well. Wait, Raptor Herder is your proxy,
That's
right?
hilarious. The link I sent doesn't work.
Is Raptor Herder a proxy?
Oh, their website's down.
This is Raptor Herder?
Yeah.
So you have 1 real one and 2 proxies?
Yeah.
So you don't have any Raptor Herders left.
It's the world we're living in. I could get one with a goat.
You're really probably sitting on another Fire Archer, some Blood Chains, Sympathy Pain, and Crescendo. So I'm unhappy with this Crescendo play.
How much health does your swordsman have?
4. So you can Aerodel attack Crescendo.
We like the stock.
I do have a swordsman. I don't know how you knew that, but
It's because I've only seen one. That's your biggest threat. Let's go.
But you can't do that currently because you have nothing to attack with. So, I say play on. Let's try it. Side action, let's meditate. Oof!
There goes the other swordsman.
There goes the other one. Probably
There
not another turn to
goes
this
my
game. There.
Swordsman.
Swordsman. Lion. Music. And a basic. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. There goes my hero. Such an enemy. I have no idea what they say in this song. I never will know that.
Over to me.
Over to you, Kent.
I'll tell you what this smells like. It smells like you've got that card. That
Chaos Gravity? I've only seen one.
That's the card, yeah.
It's kind of the reason to run Echo.
Angel basic. Yeah, you got it in spades. So I gotta start dealing with your problems. You know?
It's about time. I've been waiting for that my whole life.
Yeah.
You like how suddenly you're losing now?
I'm not even close to losing.
I've barely begun to lose.
It would make your head spin how much I'm not losing.
I have barely begun to lose. There goes. What do you want to know about that? I checked it out. I can give you a data readout.
All right.
Such an area. Right? That's really what it sounds like, isn't it?
Beautiful. Beautiful. Beautiful.
We should have every Wednesday night in the future store, like, mimic this experience of like ashes and
Cocktails.
well, we need a good A word for cocktails. Ashes and alcohol. Right.
The original word itself.
A little A and A, not to be confused with AA,
That's right.
which is a different experience altogether. My grandfather was in Alcoholics
really?
Anonymous, like 26 years. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing.
Apparently, he had a significant drinking problem.
That's unfortunate.
Life altering, yeah. So he got clean, and then he was great.
One of the best characters in the Brandon Sanderson Cosby series is an alcoholic.
Oh,
Or was not, like suffers from that.
right on. Yeah,
That's really interesting. Every character and every point of view character has some major issue like that.
Yeah.
Multiple personality
big
disorder,
flaw.
depression,
Oh, cool.
exploiting that kind of stuff.
I'll read that eventually, man.
Yeah. It's cool seeing people that
a little
can
tier
actually
1 right
still. That's right. I don't know. It's still tier 1.5 at best. Right
That's
now.
true.
When there's starting to be movies and stuff is when it's then tier 1. Okay. I just ain't afraid of no ghost.
Yeah, good. It's because you have one on your board.
Oh, that's true.
I ain't afraid of no ghosts.
What's the action I'm taking?
That's a great thing to ask.
Because I got to take an action.
Can you tell me how many redirects in your discard pile? And how many in your hand?
Well, there's less in the discard pile than you want.
Less than 3?
There's 1 in the discard pile.
Okay, so we're on a handful of redirects. We're not worried about taking damage there.
No, we're just passing time.
So I need to start clearing the board.
Summon a salamander.
My experience, like the amount of time I've spent trying to master Flesh and Blood, has made me a better Ashes player.
I'm glad it's done something.
That made me a better Flesh and Blood player.
Got him. All right, over to you.
I swing at that. Aerodel blocks. Redirect into something.
Probably that.
You probably that very monk.
So circle.
Now you have something to attack with, so the math has gotten different.
It is way better for old Zamboni. That's what my friend J-Dubs used to call me.
Zamboni.
Zamboni.
That's really quite funny.
Starts with the Z.
So let's see. Let's just think about this, right? You Aerodel, and then Crescendo Salamander Monk.
If I did that, I just crescendo Salamander Monk and frog you.
Yeah, that's fine.
I'm not wasting Aerodel on.
Yeah. Good point.
That's interesting.
Okay. So then that's off the table. Lightbringer plays into that problem, so that's not something we're wanting.
Lightbringer just brings about that solution quicker.
Yeah, so that's different. Well, we have one strange solution. Boy, redirect is not looking good here.
Sometimes it's a great card.
Yeah, like no matter what happens, you redirect it because you got the Aerodol block. Fascinating. Huh. Well. Wellikers. You go frog. That's 5, 6 with the frog. We don't have a heal. All right, let's find it out here.
Thank you.
Let's find it out. There's so many ways to deal with the sword. Man, Crescendo, you're running all the heat.
Yeah. It's like a deck that took all the best cards and put them in a stack.
Oh, you can't currently play Crescendo. That makes my life so much easier. Whoo! Woo! New lines. Okay. No music note. Keeps us safe. Ergo.
Perhaps I don't even have Crescendo.
You've got it.
I mean, wouldn't I have not have meditated?
You've got Crescendo. Straight up oversight. Yep. Let's summon Lightbringer. Unless side action, meditate. Two. Is that right? Let's do 2.
He needs a music note. Okay.
Attacky.
I must attack you.
You must attacky. Attacky. There goes my hero. Watch him as he goes. I think it's that kind of a situation, right? You play those drums. Was that Foo Fighters?
That sounds about right.
It's funny when you listen to that song, you're like, is this even good?
It's no.
Thanks for solving that one. Put that one to bed.
Mm-hmm.
Great.
Nailed it. So warm in here. Do you feel warm?
No.
I gotta stop wearing pants.
Stop wearing pants and you're drinking that revolver and the speed of sound tour, man.
Well, I gotta brush my teeth.
Yeah. Less ideal. Huh. This is a wild one. This is a good game.
Mm-hmm.
You can feel the tension of 2 expert players finding and unfinding the lines on a turn-by-turn basis.
That's such the right way to put this. All right. Salamander's gonna attack your Lightbringer.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really?
Gyron. How do you say it?
Gyron?
Gyron. Apparently that song was on the Godzilla US soundtrack.
No, that's relevant. Oh, man. Come on.
You gonna waste your black on this one? No.
I'm not.
It's just a dead Lightbringer. It's cool. We trade.
Well, I may not counter. I don't have to counter, right?
No.
It's going to be a no counter for me, dog.
That's a no for me, dog. Then we'll meditate one.
Oof.
Up to horse land.
Okay, I see. Now we're getting somewhere. Could have a bear coming in.
Bears.
But you got to bring something in that can attack. So that's not the Gilder. Can a Gilder attack for 0 technically?
Technically, yeah.
Yeah.
Sure enough. And if I happen to have a crescendo, it could even take one without dying.
Then you use Aerodel. And nothing happens. Redirect into those monks, man. I'm sold.
Can't hurt me.
I'm sold. Oh, I don't know what winning looks like here.
I can show you a picture. It's not worth the effort. I was gonna take a selfie and show it to you. You like this?
Your hand fully on display. Boy, oh boy, oh boy. Redirect's a problem.
I probably don't even have it.
I could be playing around it for nothing here.
Yeah.
But I'm not going to just sink 3, you know?
Yeah, that would, if you sink 3 and I get a fresh new monk out of it,
Yeah.
just hurts.
All right, so we're going to go Holy Relics here. We're going to go to 6 health there. Let's just put all the eggs in that basket. And then let's pass it back to you.
That is a beefy boy. Okay. Well. Wow. Let's summon a Gilder. We'll ping your Lightbringer.
This guy?
This guy?
This time.
Who knows, maybe I'll regret it.
Oh, this time. Big question here. Let's see. If I snap there, you redirect it into what? The Salamander Monk. Gain the Spirit. So redirect looking worse than ever. But Gilder here is fine.
But Connor, I'm on the Aerodel deck that I've been playing for a couple streams. Saying it's a variation of the 4-book Aerodel. Yeah, I think it is.
So, tell me this. Sonic Pulse. What does redirect say? Can you hand me your discard pile?
Well, I can just tell you.
Yeah.
It says, you may play the spell after your Phoenix Born is dealt damage. If you control at least one unit, choose a unit you control to receive that damage instead.
So it receives the damage.
The unit. Yeah. Does the Sonic Swordsman destroy that unit?
After this unit destroys a unit an opponent controls by attacking.
This is the 9th layer of rules.
It probably doesn't. I mean, I think logically maybe it does, but in reality of the game, the Sonic Swordsman is not destroying that Gilder by attacking.
I'm using it in my magic.
I mean, it's destroying it by attacking. That is the triggering event of the Gilder dying.
But through my magic.
But it's through your magic.
Magic. I don't know. Someone in the chat will know.
Yeah. It doesn't work like I want it to work.
Good thinking, though.
Thanks.
That's a beefy swordsman.
It's a big swordsman, yeah. Okay, so I attack the Gilder. You block with Aerodel. You redirect onto a Salamander Monk. You have a Gilder and a Monk Spirit. I have an Exhausted Swordsman and 2 dice.
You mean another Mirror Spirit?
This is what it feels like to win. Speaking to you, of course. Now, if you have 2 redirects, we're in a bad Cincinnati pickle here.
Yeah, I'd have to have another snaky, though.
Yeah, you don't have another snake. That's right. No more snakes. What else could you have? Sympathy pain? Yes. Could definitely have sympathy pain. You can only react once to any given turn, right?
1 reaction per turn. One of the cleanest rules in baseball.
So your deck seems to be playing all the good cards. I can't help but notice. All right, well, I can't just sit around all day, you know what I'm saying? Especially because you got first turn and you're going to be bringing the pain here. So, let's attack something. No matter what, you're going to redirect it. So it doesn't matter what I attack, right? It does not matter. Attack that Gilder. It will exhaust. I can exhaust something if it works.
Block with Aerodel.
Okay, great. You taking 6?
I'm gonna redirect.
Or 5? Oh.
On to
It's
the
a
Salamander
snake. I
Monk.
thought it was a knife.
It's been a snake this whole time.
It's been a snake the whole time. You fool.
Oh, you thought I could only do it once. I see.
Yeah.
No, I was saying I don't have the other snake yet.
Yeah.
Yeah. Snakes and goats, you know.
Yeah. Snakes and goats. We all had a Merry Christmas.
I had a book about it. Okay, mine?
Mm-hmm.
Let's go ahead and just sneak through for 1 damage.
Pretty sneaky. Redirect.
Little monk spirit flying through there.
Take it.
Then let's meditate. Give you a little more information. Go on to Snakesville. It's 5 power dice showing.
A lot of power.
He's ready to make some moves.
A lot of power. And an Aerodel ability.
Sounds like irritability. Irritability.
All right, let's play. Let's play a flute mage here. And then I'm gonna unexhaust here.
Oh no. My plan. It's pretty good. It's pretty good.
Just build a wall, man. You're also sitting on that molten gold, aren't you? I know.
Oh man. You know nothing.
I know,
Jones,
man.
though.
I know.
You're 6 life.
You're gonna have a bear. You're gonna have an owl. It's gonna go back to the top of the turn. You're gonna swing. You're gonna get at least 2 owls in, plus a couple more damage.
Ooh.
And then you're gonna molten gold me, and I'm gonna get to deadpan into the camera how much I hate that card. I've seen the future.
I'm from the future, dude.
Gotta get 2 owls and 3 damage in somehow.
Uh-huh.
How many angelic rescues can I run?
Not enough.
So many units.
Yeah, it's just
So many units.
a bar fest.
So many units.
All right, let's side action.
I'm all out of love.
Use a goat. We're gonna put a raptor herder in my hand and take a damage.
All right, damage coming in.
That is my main action. I'll play a raptor herder.
Wow. You must have something that I don't know about. Filling up the battlefield like that? Okay. I'll pass. How much damage you got on the table there?
Enough.
Enough. I'm not finished. Actually, yeah, I probably can't pass. Let me see what this is. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Because 7, 8, 9.
Something
So
like that.
I block 3, so I block 2, 2, 2. So you swinging for 1, 2, 3. So we're still fine. Just here so I don't get fined. So meantime, if I attack here, if you don't have the redirect, it's really good. Also, you could have the Shatter Pulse, kill the Mage, Aerodel, kill the Spirit, and then swing with everything. So we don't like that. We don't like that very much at all. So I am passing, yeah.
All right. Swing with these 3. And I'm going to play a crescendo.
Yeah.
Here and here. We'll do 3 to your swordsman.
3 to the swordsman. Okay, now I've got to think about some things. 2, 3, 3.
Oh, I have to do 1 to one of my own units, so I'll blow this up.
Okay. So this is 3 here.
Yep.
Coming at me. I'm at 9. 3 here. You got 1 card in hand.
Mm-hmm.
Could be that redirect. It could not be. All right, we'll do Raptor here, and the other 2 can come on in.
Okay, we'll resolve here first. Nothing. Resolve here for 1.
Have you sided this turn?
No.
You haven't sided yet?
Mm-mm.
You
wanna think about that?
Yeah. I'll probably do the herder then. Well, then you get Aerodel. There's just no winning.
Welcome to the jungle.
I mean, I might have to just accept that fate. You've also got the redirect, which is problematic. Problematic. Need a problem. Probably take 3. Call you in the morning. Put 2 there. Yeah, all right, no blocks there. Take 3. Going to 12. Pretty bird, pretty bird. What can you summon? You can summon a bear.
Bear or an owl?
You can summon an owl.
Not both.
Not both.
I could also summon either and trigger Aerodol.
Mm-hmm. So, ergo, and then you get a swing for 2, go to 14. And then you gotta do 5, assuming you kill one of my things. It looks pretty easy. Just from here. Haven't mathed it out, but it looks pretty dang easy.
Yeah, well, if I have 2 owls out, then you know you're gonna have to.
Yeah, I think in my world you will not / cannot have 2 owls out.
I think that's smart.
Big
if true.
Mm-hmm. So that guy is blocked, and the newbie is blocked. So you've got only a couple coming in, but then you molten gold probably. You probably have the molten gold right now. But if you don't Aerodel, you don't molten gold, right? Or if you do Aerodel, you don't molten gold. So this is acceptable bad math. All right, Swordsman's gonna swing into your Mind Fog Owl there.
You got it. He blowed up.
And we'll exhaust your bear.
Yeah. All right. How much health you got left?
I have 12 health of 19. I'm going to tweak this deck. I'm going to make it work. I'm going to make it win.
Let's go.
You're going to like the way you look. I guarantee it.
I'm out of exhaust. Use the stash tokens. Let's summon Mind Fog Owl.
Okay.
Over to you.
Pass.
We're gonna swing at the Sonic Swordsman.
For 2?
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to frog it. I probably let that go. Let me think. And then you Aerodol 1. I block with 1. You come in with 2, 3, 4. So let's just count that. 2, 3, 4. You come in with 4 next turn. I go to 16. That's a molten gold waiting to happen. If I block here, 2. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Then you waste a froggy. Okay, interesting. Interesting indeed. Taking a block out here is equal to 2 damage, so I'm just going to block it.
Take 2?
Yeah.
Your Actione.
Pass.
Alright, we'll use Aerodol. And, let's take that guy off the board.
Food Mage is gone.
End the round?
End the round. Recover a couple. Take the exhaustions out of here. Just hope you're all basics on the nature dice. Let's discard that guy.
Easy as that.
Easy as that.
Close.
At least no froggies, looks like. Okay. Got ourselves a board. Okay. Basic sympathy, don't like that at all. Don't like that at all.
All right. Over to me?
Yeah.
5 left.
How many cards you got in you?
4. I took 1 from not being able to draw it.
All right. We're on the clock.
Mm-hmm.
Survive this attack at all costs. Bear is still exhausted.
Yeah. Let's play a choke. Do 1 direct damage and exhaust your Phoenix Reborn.
How original.
And then, how much you got left?
I'm at 15 of 19.
Let's go ahead and meditate.
Hold on, I may have a reaction here.
Okay.
But where? All right, let's do sympathy pain here. I'm gonna choke. Have some sympathy. Deal 2 damage to target unit or Phoenix Reborn that opponent controls. Okay, let's see where you are. 8. I could take you to 10. Threaten an attack for 6. Could I threaten it? Can I get even past your defenses? No, probably not. It looks like killing an owl is the name of this game. Yep.
But it's supposed to be sympathetic. Let's meditate. These
Oh
two
yeah, you
away.
gotta do that stuff. All right, so we've got the molten gold we gotta play around here.
It's coming.
Is that it?
Yeah, I did my turn.
Okay. We assume you have no redirects that you can play. We do know that. That is for sure. How many molten golds are in your? It doesn't matter, does it? Really?
You've seen 1.
They take 2 frogs? That's disgusting. Absolutely disgusting. So what you're saying is...
We've come so far.
What you're saying is, no matter what, if you meditate 2 more spells off the board or out of your hand, you can potentially just do 6 damage. That's what you're saying.
That is possible. But I don't have to give up any future potential to do that. Who knows? Maybe rocking 3 heals in that hand.
You only have 1 in the discard pile?
Mm-hmm.
1 molten? How does the Law of Grace read? Because it's not in here. I wonder if I should dig for it or not. Is that nobody can take damage on their Phoenix Reborn or something?
We can look it up.
Could be the top card here. I have 5, so it's a 20% chance.
Law of Grace. When this remove a wound token from Phoenix Reborn, after any Phoenix Reborn is dealt damage by a spell, prevent 1 damage from being received.
Is Molten Gold dealing damage? It's not. It's placing wound tokens.
Yeah, it is.
Awful. Just horrible. Just horrible. All right, so hold on. I gotta be careful here because you got the Aerodel block. So we gotta be very careful. Very, very careful. It looks a lot like prevent the main. Roll in there. Prevent the main. That gets frisky because you can be able to use your abilities there. Yeah, okay, all right, let's go. Let's go, Peacock Army. Peacock Nation.
Peacock Nation. Feathers out.
Okay. What do I need to be able to threaten here?
About
a
8 damage.
little bit of everything. A little bit of everything. Okay, let's probably meditate a few here. Let's meditate a few. Let's meditate 2, and it's gonna be. Let's meditate 2. 1 there. All right, so Nightshade Swallow's gone, and 1 rando. Holy Relics is gone. We're gonna go to Lions and Horsies, and then we're gonna summon a Lightbringer here.
So I've got to attack.
Gotta attack. That's right.
All right. Well. I'll swing this monk at your Lightbringer.
At the old Lightbringer.
Mm-hmm.
The Lightbringer Hotel.
We'll leave the Lightbringer on for you.
That's just exceedingly funny.
Didn't even have to miss a beat. Which is right there. I think it's the heat.
Yeah, it had nothing to do with that revolver. Okay. So you swing there with that. How long can we get there? You got like 1,000 ways to block me, which is problematic.
Ultimately, yeah.
Yeah, it's problematic.
These guilders were made for blocking.
Yeah. Yeah, they really were. So I think, let's see, if we're in a position there, and then we've got to go.
And Clark, nothing like a little Motel 6 humor. That's why we're 2 hours deep into the stream. This is for you.
Okay. So if we're at 15, we go to 16.
It's a bad number.
That's not the number you want. So it's gone.
Yeah. You countering?
Yeah. Okay. So then if we swing, that's bad again. So we put him through the blender. And then we swing there. You meditate twice. I'm trying to wriggle here. I'm doing my best wriggle.
You're working hard for the money over
best
there.
Wrigley Field.
Yeah.
Let me look at that for a second.
Hey Justin, hope you're doing well,
before I
man.
commit to this.
You good? I'm not in a rush. Here, you talking out with the stream. I'm gonna go brush my teeth. Classic.
Yeah.
Vids of mine.
I think I probably don't kill that Mirror Spirit. You got 2 cards? 3. Oh, come on. Okay. Aaron Clark, did we discuss the Fabcro Unlimited news? Got some people on the Facebook group worked up. Wait a minute. Did you say people on Facebook are worked up? It must be an event. Somebody ring the bell. Facebook's worked up. Yeah, no, it seems fine. I mean, they literally announced at the start 3 waves. They delivered 3 waves. It's out of print. Can't be in print forever. You know, people just need, can people just relax? I know the answer is no. I've driven before. Yeah, Aaron, I don't know. I don't know why they're worked up. I guess they'd get worked up at some point about it. At any point, I guess, if anything ever changes. But yeah, no, I don't think it's a big deal, personally. It seems fine. Sell the rest of the Crucible Unlimited. I think there's probably another wave at distribution, they said, or hitting distributors, and then I imagine we'll probably see some reprints in the next set, or at least similar rolled cards in the next set, and then kind of move along situation. That's right, Aaron. Yeah, just roll in there with a GIF or something. All right, guys, let's see what this looks like here. So like, one option is not countering here. Throwing the 1 in. So we've got chaos, right? So our win condition here is a Hail Mary. It's just such a Hail Mary. It's unlikely. I needed the Chaos Gravity last turn. That really would have turned this game in a better spot for me. However, if we're looking at how to win now, our surprise, you know, our best out is probably, so let's say that this stays here and then it comes back to me. Then I'm swinging with everything. No, there's just no way. There's no way. Let's see, if I swing here, you let it through, it doesn't much matter. Then you play. I would need it at side action speed before I could get there. Tell you what I need to heal. Now, one thing I could do is I could actually dig for that Law of Grace, but that isn't actually going to help because the problem is the Molten Gold. Aaron, Zach probably has some actual thoughts about it as well. So the heal 1 isn't going to matter. I'm at 15 of 19. I would go to 14 of 19. 5, that's still double Molten Gold. I'm going to need some heals in this deck, aren't I? Just keep diluting it. Just keep diluting it. I'm beginning to think this Holy Knight just isn't going to make it. Isn't that sad? It's so sad. It's such a good unit. But it feels like this is the kind of deck that needs to protect Mirror Spirit, and your other threat is Sonic Swordsman. I don't think you have room for a second threat. So I'd probably go Holy Knight becomes heals, and then I've got Fleet Mage and Chaos Gravity to move exhaustions around and keep those threats coming. I think that's probably it. Heal, does heal for, is that heal for 2? Anyway. I can force the next main action to be an attack. So let's say we lose here. Main action attack. What would I do if I were Zach? I would send one of these guys at that, and then Sonic Swordsman would kill it. Then we'd send it back. We would send it back. And we would Chaos Gravity. And then he would Molten Gold again. Let's make sure Zach's telling the truth here. You might only have 2 Molten Gold. Let's not forget that. That's definitely reasonable.
Can I tell you the truth?
No.
What's this?
Whether or not to kill that or leave it. Exhausted.
Oh, you might not counter it?
Yeah, because like I think it's fine.
Yeah, and it makes your thing better and takes up a battlefield slot.
Yeah, so like I think I'll probably just leave it. Okay, so then my next action actually becomes somebody asking about Crucible Unlimited. What do you think?
I mean, I'm not shocked. You can't keep all the sets in print forever, and they they said they would print to demand, and we had a couple waves of it come through. And the first wave we sold out. The second wave we barely touched. So they're not going to keep printing it.
Yeah, it seemed pretty satisfied demand wise. Everybody wants something once it's going away.
Yeah, I mean,
Story
obviously
all my
there's a difference
relationships.
between something that you think is going to be around forever. It's exactly like relationships. And then how you feel about it when they're walking out the door. So I knew a lot of people that were like, I'll wait to buy it. Crucible is not top of the priority list.
Yeah.
For a lot of reasons. And then all of a sudden, it's like, well, if I ever want it, it's now. But no, I think it's ultimately good. So they have a no rotation policy, right?
Yeah.
That's what makes it weird. Normally in a collectible game, you know it's going to rotate out eventually. So like you, at a certain point, it sets old enough that you wouldn't remake it anyway, because no one's going to really want to buy it. But in this case, these are all playable cards. I think the other thing is we're about to have another, I think, supplemental set. They could reprint anything in that set.
Yeah.
So
and
like,
even the same kind of things, same mechanic, different name, different style, slightly different.
You know, you have some like Mauvrian Sky is really good Runeblade card. You can print a common Runeblade card that is kind of the same vibe. Maybe it's a 0, give your next attack go again, except for instead of create a rune chance on hit, you get some other hit effect. Anyways, I think it's good.
All right, let's do another Lightbringer. Second verse, same as the first.
Fifth, annoying. All right, well, I see what you're trying to do.
Well, I'm just preventing the inevitable.
It's very fun. Swing at your Lightbringer with my Gilder.
Lightbringer with Gilder, no counter.
All right.
Okay. So then we go 5, 9, 12.
David Bogner saying, either of you guys ever play Anachronism by Tri-King Games? Well,
We
if you
sure do.
search our YouTube channel for Anachronism, you'll see us play it. I really enjoyed that game.
It's going to be 3 units, gives him +2.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's a Hail Mary here, is it not? It is. It really is. I do that. You play Molten Gold. Yeah. Maybe just won't block. Yeah, that's possible. Let's say you don't block this. You block this. It doesn't die. All right. Let's swing here.
Where?
Onto.
Gotta be the Phoenix Form.
Yeah, onto Aerodel. No, not yet. Not yet. Hold on. Let me think about that. Because then if you don't, then you swing in for... These 3 can swing in, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then you get the Raptor bonus. Freaking Raptor. Maybe... Okay, let's imagine that you don't have 2 Molten Gold here. That's what we need to be thinking about. Play to a crazy possibility that there's only 2 Molten Gold in that deck, which is it's possible. That is a possibility. Definitely possible.
Justin, you can post a link to the deck in the Discord channel, and we'll potentially scoop it up. Someone posted a Fiona deck earlier today that they wanted us to play that I almost picked.
3, 5, 8, 9, 10, 11. So that's interesting there. That's interesting, dude. That's really interesting. And then we've got this as an option. Okay. So if you only have 1 Molten Gold in your hand, I need like card hand disruption in this game. You ever think about that?
I'm glad you don't have it.
Swing Swordsman into something. Block with Aerodel or not. Does not matter. Molten Gold. Do anything else. Meditate Molten Gold. So if you don't have 2 molten gold, this gets better. Let's go. Our little Sonic Swordsman is going to come out to party. Let me make sure. Let me check my reaction spells. It's like I need a way for your stuff to not be able to block me. You ever think that? So 6, 11, 12, 13, 14. That's not enough. Okay, well, there could be some cheeky things here. Now, hold on just a second. Dude, the math has changed here. Huh. 2 coming in.
It's ultimately going to be super
5,
funny.
6, 7, 9, 10, 15. You got some kind of like crazy weird card that's going to change the game?
No, it's not crazy weird. There's just unknown information that would be relevant for your analysis.
Yeah, I imagine that's the case. Card games, am I right?
Am I right?
Isn't that crazy? Huh. I want to kill things. Do you just have like do you have things that are oof. It's an unknowable problem.
That's why I like it better than chess.
Unsolvable. Unsolvable. So let's assume 1 molten gold. Sonic Swordsman. Block with Aerodol. Swing 3 back. Block. Gilder in the pocket. Alright, well, let's just do it this way. Let's do Sonic Swordsman onto little raptor herder there. Is that right? I don't know.
I assume your goal is to exhaust out my board.
Yeah, I get some exhaustion tokens up there, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Final decision?
Sure,
That's
yeah.
what you're taking?
That's fine.
We'll block with air down.
Yeah. I think it doesn't matter who I take.
You're hitting for 5?
Yeah.
I have a reaction.
Alright.
We're going to play Sympathy Pain.
Yep.
For 2 damage on your Phoenix Born.
Oh, right on. That'll get you.
That'll do it.
That'll do it. I forgot it goes there.
Over to me.
Yeah, you got it.
And Molten Gold.
Yep.
See you later.
Yeah.
I also think I got a Fire Archer.
Oh, you only have 2 molten gold. That's good.
Yeah. So if you didn't keep Lightbringer in, my play was do a damage here and get you on lethal. And then maybe have a heal. So even if you heal, though, I had you with Sympathy Pain Molten.
Mm-hmm.
But I kept Molten I had Molten last round.
Yeah. I held that kneel through. Yeah, man, I just hate those burn cards.
Yeah.
But I just gotta, I mean, it's weird because you can't really counter it. I guess heal kind of helps.
Yeah. So actually, if you'd had
Law of Grace.
Law of Grace,
Mm-hmm.
it doesn't stop the Molten Gold, but it does prevent one from Sympathy Pain, and it does prevent the one from Fire Archer. So when you said that, I was like,
Let's see what I've gotten it. Bada boom. If I use that horsey, I get to play it. It's pretty cool.
yeah. And then I can't kill you with these, so then I have to produce a damage from something,
Mm-hmm.
which isn't impossible. It just takes a lot more effort.
Yeah, if I was thinking Sympathy Pain, I probably should have dug for this.
Gone fishing.
Yeah. Yeah, that was actually really close.
Yep.
I was happy with that.
Yep. I mean, especially the tempo swing for me just nuking your swordsman turn 1. You should, like, if you'd had 3 more damage, right? That's game. So, then I can't block that with her.
Yeah.
Obviously, the whole game's different, but
Yeah,
like,
it's super worth noting. That Fester's something to keep an eye on.
yeah, if they're on a goat and you have a big unit,
Well, so I was talking when you were gone. I think Holy Knight is out.
not good enough.
It's Sonic Swordsman is your play there. I think these may just be 3 heals. Because what I'm finding is that you have the exhaustion control that's going on.
Yeah, it's definitely annoying.
So it's kind of
In the
just
right
like
kind of way.
you just slow the game down, and as long as you can keep your Phoenix Born healed up, I think with Chaos Gravities and whatnot, you can get the exchanges that you need for the good trades.
Those chaos graphics are crazy.
Yeah,
The value.
like I had one in hand that turn. So like if this gets really good. And in fact, that last turn, I was hoping I would draw into Chaos Gravity.
Yeah.
That would have gotten really good for me. Better. I don't think it would have changed the outcome, but it was better.
I was continually aware of you maybe having Chaos Gravity.
Mm-hmm.
That card is crazy. Exhausting something, removing exhaustion, and moving. It's like freeing up 2 of your units basically, and exhausting one of mine is really powerful.
I think that actually makes sense of the heals too, where like you just need time to find Chaos Gravity.
Yeah.
Because it's that big of a card.
Yeah.
That.
Well, and those mirror spirits are huge.
Yeah. Right. Right.
So like, as long as you keep them alive and you just buy yourself time to find the Chaos Gravities. And the trick you did with Neil was really great. The turn I meditated and then almost did a play I couldn't do. I was gonna play a choke, but I can't play it on exhausted or an exhausted Phoenixborn.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Oh, nice.
Using that ability early to great effect is really powerful.
Yeah.
To basically cover your unit up from your own Neil.
I dig.
Yeah, that's a super powerful card.
And so I've got this Nightshade Swallow. But then when you use the 1 die for Neil, you can no longer play this on the turn because it takes 2 hearts. You've only got 2 hearts. So it's a little anti-synergistic. It might be okay because a lot of times like Neil isn't going to be the play.
I mean, can you run the 3rd heart?
I think I can run a 3rd heart and 5 divine because there's a lot of basics throughout.
Yeah, and I mean, if you're going with a 3rd heart, you probably at least look at a copy of Golden Veil.
That old thing?
Because you have 2 units you really want to protect.
That old thing?
Like if I hadn't, like I played a Molten Gold on Sonic Swordsman in the middle of the game.
Yeah.
If you had a snake showing, I can't even do that.
It's true.
Because I cannot waste that card on that.
That's true. It's true.
Anyways, what a game. This game's great.
It's great. Let me see. Where did that... What am I... So...
The pursuit continues.
It's fun, man. It's good deck building, too. Like I said, it's good 2-person meta.
It really is.
Because you can just, like, keep playing, answering,
and then
twirling.
Rotating.
Yeah.
It's like once you start answering me, I can switch to a new deck or change up my deck, etc. Super good.
Okay, so this is all normal. The relics played out nicely. Where did that... I feel like I had another Angelic Rescue. Did I only go with 2 Angelic Rescues? Maybe so. Maybe that's right. And maybe that's right. No, it's not right. My things are so tiny and weak.
I'm too
weak.
It's definitely a game changer when you hit those.
Yeah, any kind of like disruptive effects like that. So good.
When they think they're going to take a unit out and they don't. Same with that Particle Shield. It's just like, I didn't think that was a great card and then until I did.
Yeah, I think a lot of people are in that sitch.
And then I very much did.
I don't know if you need a second copy of Summon Mirror Spirit in the deck.
Does it do anything at focus or does it?
It does. You may remove all status tokens from a Mirror Spirit you control. If you removed at least 1, place an exhaustion on a target unit. It's like you depower one of them that's currently out, and then you exhaust something. It could be a good, like, if you have an exhausted Mirror Spirit.
Yeah, I feel like you have to remove all of them.
Yeah.
I feel like you already have so many ways of exhausting.
Maybe a little redundant.
Yeah, but I don't know. Dave, we have not played the Epic card game by Wise Wizards.
I've heard a lot about Epic.
Yeah.
Heard about Epic?
I have. I played it.
Yeah, what'd you think?
It reminded me, it had some of the same stuff as Spoils going on.
Okay.
Which is, the theme was a little less esoteric, might be the wrong word. What's esoteric mean?
Kind of like weird, unmysterious.
Yeah, it was less esoteric.
Like,
you know, Spoils had that like out there vibe.
Yeah, definitely.
But they're, you know, the basically the principle that if everything's broken, nothing's broken.
Yeah.
It's epic. It's kind of how it feels. Like
okay, so that's the idea.
Cards that do these wild things. But yeah, we'll probably play it at some point. It's on the list. The old list.
The old list. The forever list.
Yeah, it's crazy how many games we still haven't played.
Okay, I'm going Angelic Rescue, Heal, and 1 copy of the Golden Veil.
I like that.
Just to keep people honest.
Just keep them honest. You don't want to see it a lot, but you want it sometimes.
I don't even like it. I'm not even going to play it, probably.
What It stopped that fester in its tracks.
Wouldn't it have? But when I first 5'd it? I don't think so.
See my ceremonial dice, maybe?
I don't think so. All right, I'm going to go
Perhaps. Perhaps, my dude.
Oh, it's just a good experience.
Yeah, it's a good muscle to flex once a week.
It's a good
Really
experience. Yeah, I was not hurting for ice traps there for what is that card that we cut? Shatterpulse?
Uh-huh.
It's not needing that.
Yeah.
Okay, remorse is remorse. No. Call to action. I mean, call to action is always so good.
That card is Wonkstown, man. Let me see it. You have it? Oh.
You just unexhaust something whenever they declare an attack. It's hard not to play that always.
Especially with your Sonic Swordsman.
Mm-hmm.
If you're exhausted, it doesn't seem that threatening. You unexhaust, block, don't exhaust a counter.
Yeah, we should play it. We should play it.
Yeah, that's the card, actually, if you're going up to another charm die.
Yeah, let's do it.
Because you don't have tons of reactions in that, do you?
No, just the Angelic Rescue right now, actually.
Yeah. I think that's good.
And let's do some heals. It's funny. You have answers, like in almost every card pool. Well, of course in every card pool, because you can run any cards you want.
Yeah, that's the crazy thing. Eric Clark here saying, still learning Ashes, but it's fun. It's a fun challenge finding the Phoenix Born you love, the style of play that fits you, and the individual cards you like. That's one of the cool things about the system is that pretty much any Phoenix Born can technically play any color. So you can find the character you think is cool and their ability and theme, and then you compare those with the cards you like typically.
And there it is.
And build a deck around it, one way or another.
You could just do this remove one exhaustion. That's not better than Flute Mage. Hidden power. No. Where's my heals?
Unlimited power.
Heal. Get stuck in the open memories trap. Been down that road before.
It's a card for its time and place. Fits right in there.
It does. I mean, it's always not wrong.
When you're making use of it, it's good.
Isn't it? It's funny how there's so many good cards here. I guess that's what a card game is.
Yeah. Well, a well-designed card game. In Ashes, I think most cards are useful in some context.
There it is. Oh, and it's a side action? What's up?
Yeah, it's so good.
I did not realize that.
And you can even heal off your units, right?
Yeah.
So, like, your Sonic Swordsman's beefy enough that could be a reality.
All right, I'm sold.
Yeah. Buy my book.
All right, so we've got a couple of changes. Got some heals coming in. We're going to add, I think, call to action. Let's just see what it looks like here. And then we'll come back in, and next time on Dragon Ball Z, we'll see if we can beat this oppressive Aerodel deck.
That's right. Well, this was, at least for me, very enjoyable.
Yeah, it was great.
Your shoulders, as soon as I festered your swordsman.
It's a bad trade.
Yeah, you're just like,
Bad
oh,
trade.
no.
Bad trade.
What has happened?
That's when you lose. That is when, like, your knight gets taken by the pawn, and you're like,
Oh, no.
it's over.
Yeah. Yeah.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Thanks, Charlotte. I hope you really enjoyed this one. We gave it the best we could.
Yeah. I mean, it's Ashes,
And good
right?
luck at your new job.
It's a nice, chill experience.
That's right.
I really do think it's best at this tempo. I really do.
You're just savoring it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm going to cut one Holy Relics. I think I'm going to get into... I've got 2 Holy Relics, and then I'll do...
Those relics were a problem.
I agree. Let's leave them in. One call to action.
Both times you played that card, it was very annoying for Aerodel.
All right, so do we do 3 Angelic, 2 Heal, 1 call to action?
I mean...
Or do we just go 3 Angelic Rescue, 3 Heal, and be divine and awesome?
I like the call to action a lot with your Sonic Swordsman.
2 of them?
Do you maybe go 2 Angelic Rescue?
Yeah, probably.
I think that's probably enough. There's a lot of 2-ofs in this game. It's not in your first 5 because you don't ever want 2 in the same hand. So running 3 out of 25, like your odds can stack up pretty high. Charlotte saying, excellent stream. I'll be catching up on the replay for the foreseeable future. Don't forget, leave the Lightbringer on for me.
That's just wonderful.
We definitely will. I'm gonna start ending our Ashes stream for that. We'll leave the Lightbringer on for you.
That does actually make a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Okay, what time is it? Let's get out of here, shall we?
It's like 4-ish.
All right, take care, everybody. Hey, sign up for an Ashes sub. Let's get this game going. It's great. Let's get some more cards. The boats and the docks and the shipping containers, etc.
We'll get them to you as soon as we can.
It's all tough.
Same with the league prizes. They're on the boat.
But everything's on the boat and it's on the way. So we'll get them as soon as Plaidhead gets them, and then we'll get things out to you. Take care.